what up? I finished my third book of The Reading Rush. I almost called it Booktubeathon again. Pretty far away from the camera. My morning has been quite busy, actually. Woke up, had my coffee, read a short story. I should back up a little bit and say that I did read 2 stories from this last night before I went to bed. I also am still at night when I lay down on my phone. I'm reading The Kingdom of Copper very slowly, so I think I progressed 2% last night. It's not part of my reading rush TBR, but I'd like to finish it in this month, which doesn't give me a whole lot of time, so I'm at 76% there. I think it's possible that I'll finish it before August, which is my goal at this point. So read the 2 short stories last night, and then this morning I finished a short story while I drank my coffee, and then I read the final short story just now. So this is done after the Quake by Haruki Murakami. This was to fulfill my book that I meant to read last year, because I'm just kind of going through all of Murakami's works over time, so I counted it. It was a little bit of a stretch, but sue me. I'm feeling compelled to give this a 5. I really liked it. The stories weren't connected really, except they all had to do with some sense of earthquake. And there was just a feeling of continuity through the short stories, even though none of the characters overlapped. They didn't relate. Very true to Murakami. It was slice of life moments and people learning weird internalized things about themselves. And I enjoyed it. I didn't have to push myself to pick it up. And I did exactly what I wanted to do, which is to read this and finish it by noon today, which I did. It is now 12:20. I am about to go shower because I have to take my kids, the 2 bigger ones, to the last soccer practice thing of the summer. I also read another 2 chapters, give or take, of Coraline with them while the baby napped. They were less interested today, so I didn't push it, and I might end up having to read it alone. It really depends. They say they want to listen, but then they're not listening, and then they don't know what's going on, and they really are just interested in the illustrations that are at the end of every chapter, which isn't really a lot compared to, there's 10 to 15 pages a chapter and then an illustration. So they're getting antsy about that. But that puts me at about 40, I think it was 43% through Coraline. And then I listened to a little more of the audiobook of Practical Demon Keeping by Christopher Moore while I edited my vlog last night. But I don't think I'm very far through that either. I would say 16%, but that's a slow race. I'm not really worried about it. Next, I will be picking up Deviate later today when I get home. After soccer, my big kids will go to their cousins with their grandpa for a couple hours. Tonight, I won't be reading much because, for all of you BTS fans, we are double blessed today, and that Run BTS was this morning, so I watched that. Well, I mean, it came out this morning, so I watched that while the baby napped after I read Coraline to the kids, and before I finished after the Quake priorities. And then also today, they released their concert from New York as well as from London, so we downloaded the New York one, and we're gonna watch that tonight after the kids go to bed, so I have something to look forward to, but it's not reading related. So between soccer and nighttime, I'm gonna start Deviate by J. Kristoff. This is my non-human character book, though Practical Demon Keeping would count for that as well, as one of the main characters is a demon. So that is where I'm at. 3 books down in 2 days. I mean, it's not even fully 2 days. I obviously won't get another book done today because my next 3 books are all big books that I will, like Coraline and Practical Demon Keeping, moving slowly through. I'm wondering if this vlog will be pretty short because it'll be hard to get footage later. I don't want to film a bunch of kids that aren't my kids. So, we'll see. Gonna shower and then be off. Today being the last day, the parents have to play a scrimmage against these 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. I'm very competitive. This is gonna be a bad thing. All right, bye. I don't always eat burgers, but it's just that I have stuff for that. So. It is now 10 after 6. I was at my kids' soccer, in which I had to play actively for almost the whole time. So I had to be like super chill because I'm super competitive and I, can't barrel kids over. But it was a lot of fun and I missed the sport a whole hell of a lot. My daughter is 100% me. She does not like losing. She does not like when other people score from the other team. She's a sore loser and a tantrum thrower. In any case, she and my other eldest went with their grandpa afterwards to their cousins. So we got home and made some food real quick and then the baby went down for a nap. My plan had been to read Deviate. And I did read about 20-something, 26-ish pages, and then I fell asleep. So I didn't get nearly as far as I wanted to. It is the sequel to Lifelike by Jay Kristoff, and it is taking place, it picks up where Lifelike lets off, so I can't really give you an update, but Lifelike is basically like a sci-fi story about cyborgs and AI and a family that had created these lifelike robots to kind of help aid humanity and be companions, and then there was a rebellion with the AIs versus the humans, and this is like years later, aftermath is when Lifelike takes place. So this is picking up at the end, and the ending of Lifelike was pretty killer, so I'm really excited to see where Deviate goes, and I'm kind of hoping we follow different characters. I do have hopes that Deviate is better than Lifelike because I liked Lifelike, but I didn't love it. So there's room for improvement. We'll see. I feel like Jay Kristoff writes second books so much better than your average trilogy ends up being written, because God's Grave is like upper echelon for me. Nevernight was good, of course, but all right. But yeah, so Deviate. I also didn't realize that I did realize, I'm just dumb, that the video challenges, I didn't think about putting them in my vlog. So I'm going to do challenges 1 and 2 right now, today, in this. So, all right, so I'm gonna do day 2's prompt first because I don't wanna move my camera to do the drawing one yet. But, okay, so 2 truths and a lie. So comment down below, that's the challenge, I guess. Which one do you think is the lie of the next 3 bits of information? I kept them bookish because it just felt appropriate for this channel. Okay, so fact number 1. The first graphic novel I ever read in my life was Watchmen. I read Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-5 in one sitting on an airplane ride to Scotland way back when I was, we'll just say it was the 90s. And last, The Goblet of Fire is my favorite Harry Potter book, but when it first came out, I read the first 200 pages, thought it was super boring, put it down, and didn't pick it back up again for 6 months. Those are my 3 facts. You'll have to let me know which one do you think is the lie of the 3. That said, let's get into I'm just gonna do it on a tiny sticky note because it's 30 seconds. So the first day's challenge from Books with Chloe is to pick a book that you have already read off your shelves, flip to a random page, and the first character name you see, you have to draw. I am really bad at remembering what characters look like unless they've had TV or movie adaptations, and even still. So I went with my favorite book of all time, which is American Gods by Neil Gaiman, because I think I have the highest likelihood of possibly, it's gonna suck. All right, I'm gonna look at my watch because I film with my phone. We're gonna pull it down and get this going. All right. All right, Shadow, first name on the page. And 30 seconds, go. What the fuck? No, he would be scowling. He's big, guys. Do you know that I almost went to school for art? Doesn't look like it, does it? These are biceps. He's a Manpex. Clenched fists. He's got no hair. We're putting him in pants. That's not a penis, that is a zipper. They're Shadow looking mean, and I'm gonna put his name on it, Shadow. I'm gonna keep that right in the book to find at some reread later in my life. That'll be amazing. All right, genuinely, you wouldn't believe that I almost went to art school. I promise I was better back in the day. So those are the 2 video challenges. It's like 6:22 right now, so we're probably gonna have dinner, wait for the kids to come home. When we put the kids down for bed, I do have the BTS in New York video waiting for us, so I won't be reading tonight. So basically, if I read any more Deviate, it'll be between now and the kids being home, so I might get a few more pages in, but I'm not expecting to. I'm pretty ahead of the game, in my opinion. I am part of the way into 3 books. I have finished 3 books. The challenge is 7, and my 7th book is a graphic novel. So I really feel like I can take my time with this. Tomorrow's gonna be a relatively stressful day because, again, I've got my son's dentist appointment that I'm really not looking forward to, and it's in the afternoon, so the whole morning is gonna be like panic about it, but it should be a rest day workout-wise for me, which gives me more time to read in the morning. So hopefully it's a good day. After the dentist, we'll be like I'm gonna take him to get hot chocolate. I heard from my sister that giving a kid hot chocolate after the dentist helps unnumb their face, and with his sensory issues, the numbing is really gonna bother him afterwards. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna probably let him pick like a Lego. He's a big Lego kid, so I will take you along on that journey, and otherwise we'll see what happens reading wise. So we're gonna cut it off now so I can get it uploaded and edited, and because there won't be really much more of an update to give, there's no reason to carry on with without doing an outro. Anyway, like if you like this video, subscribe if you're new here and want to see more content from me. I will have all my social media links down below. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Goodreads. I hope you're having a great reading rush. It's been a lot of fun trying to juggle everything from filming and editing to reading to watching other people's vlogs to keeping up on Twitter. The only thing that isn't happening is the website because it's broken, but there's always hiccups in the first year, am I right? All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.